Aiden was born with a condition about 1 in 30,000 children are born with Pierre Robin sequence. It was completely a birth defect, which left him with a cleft palate and a small jaw. So from the time he was born, he was on a feeding tube and couldn't breathe. His mouth was literally a mess. So we knew he had a long road ahead of him. He had several surgeries at Boston Children's Hospital where his palate was repaired, several sets of tubes. So he has just been through the ringer. He doesn't remember any of it.
I don't remember any of it.
But the poor guy has had a bunch of surgeries. So just the quick story is he had severe hearing loss from the time he was born until his first set of tubes when he could actually hear at 18 months. And then from that, we just did a ton of early intervention for speech therapy, for his breathing. Finally got him to school. He was delayed reader. We knew he was at risk academically, so just kept working with him. And he got through all of those obstacles. So then finally, when junior high kind of came around, or maybe even before that, actually
it was before that.
Second grade.
Process.
Right, that started. Okay, so second grade, I remember. So we had worked with a team of doctors from Children's Hospital Boston and ended up working with an orthodontist locally in our state, which is limited just on resources and knowledge because they don't have as many opportunities to work with kids with various issues. So we started orthodontics in second grade. So you were, what is that, 8 years old.
Yeah.
And we had been told kind of all along that Aiden was going to have like jaw surgery or multiple surgery in order to get the results orthodontically that they felt he needed. And then we thought we were on a path of not having to have surgery. And then in 7th grade, I guess, or 8th grade, they were like, no, the only option for him is to have this major jaw surgery, which for Aiden,
I did not want. We sat down and had several conversations about the different routes that we could do to approach the situation that I was in, and we had started taking the first few steps in the non-surgical direction, and I think we just kind of hit a standstill, and we got to a point where we can get you all the way to where you want, or where we feel that you should have your teeth orthodontically, but we can only do that through surgery, whereas we had really wanted to be able to do that without surgery.
Right. Well, and surgery for Aiden would mean also like he has a small airway. It's like the size of a swizzle stick. So for him, surgery would mean like Boston Children's Hospital, like, and then all these follow-up appointments. And he has already been through so much. So in all of that, Mary's a good friend of mine, and Mary was like, listen, she had come back to Maine for Christmas or a holiday, and we were eating dinner, and I was kind of sharing the story with her, and she's like, you should just come down to our office and get a second opinion to find out if Aiden really like needs to have surgery or there are other ways, because he's been through so much. So she set us up with an appointment with Dr. Kozlowski, and we came down, and we're just really expecting to hear like, our goal was to hear that no, there is another way of treatment without having this surgery. And then that day, Dr. Jeff came in and was like, listen, I've heard your story. Do you want him to have braces? We'll take those off and put new braces on today. And we were just blessed. Like, it was amazing.
It was. I was shocked to come in here one day with a set of braces on, knowing that I was going to have surgery to have a good smile and the orthodontics that they thought that I definitely could have with surgery, and to leave walking away with a different set of braces on and knowing that I was going to be able to have good teeth without surgery. It was pretty special.
Yeah.
What do you think now that they're off?
It's awesome.
They look awesome.
Nobody loves braces, but I will say my experience from the first pair of braces that I had on to the pair that you guys used here, they were way more effective and more comfortable here. I felt like my teeth, I didn't have the blisters that I'd had before, as well as just like the general easiness of it, like the appointments were farther apart. I had to do less work with the bands, It was less wires cutting into my mouth. My mouth was less sore. I mean, maybe for like the next day, but it wouldn't last for 3 or 4 days like it had before that. And so it really opened up my options for stuff.
And people that have known Aiden since he was little are like, wow, we can't believe his smile. Like, so that's awesome when he walks into
The
a
transformation
room.
all
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Wow.